Hey YouTube, this is MadFox13 with my first video, and this is my red 2016 Kawasaki Ninja 300 ABS. It's not brand new. I bought it used off of Craigslist. The guy that I bought it off of went and put a couple of things onto it that was aftermarket. I mean, he went and put a fender eliminator and a tail light turn signal, which I like that better because I don't like the fenders on these bikes. So, and also too, what he done was he added on a gear indicator, which those are always good for motorcycle riders, because if you'd like to know and stuff what gear you're actually in, or if you're not used to shifting gears and knowing what gear you're in. And also too, he put some of these chrome red bolts on. I mean, I'm not really a fan of them. I really don't like them at all. The guy went, and whenever I was buying the bike from him, he showed me right where he dropped it, which is right here. And he had a frame slider when he dropped it, and I guess that frame slider must have bent where he dropped it. It cracked it right there. Then the frame slider, whenever it broke and stuff, and made this to where it broke this big old giant piece off, put a hole there, cracked it to where that's right there, put scratches all right there. And I mean, I know and stuff, whenever you're buying something used, I mean, you're not getting nothing that's gonna not have scratches onto it. I mean, you're always, if you're buying something new, you're gonna get scratches regardless. Like right there is a scratch on there. But, I didn't really care because, I wanted to get a used bike, especially something I can work on and try to actually start doing on my own and learning more how to do with bikes. And I mean, I know the 300 is a small bike, but for me it's a beginner's bike because I'm not used to driving big old giant 600s or 1000s or those faster bikes right away. But from what I've put onto it aftermarket, I mean, I went and put on a RAM phone mount for whenever I'm using my GPS that's on my phone whenever I'm going anywheres. And also too, for when I'm actually, even though you can have a helmet cam and it can be be only recording stuff right where your face is. So I mean, I got one of these deals to where it's a motorcycle dash cam that has two cameras, and it records the front and back. Here's the back camera, and here's the front camera. I mean, I really like it because it's recording both of those areas, because when you're helmet cam, when you're going and you're looking for, whenever you're looking, that's where your camera is going to be looking. And I also added on this right here, so if my phone starts going dead, or if my helmet camera starts going dead, or even if anything that I need to have charged or working, you should always have one of these. I know this ain't probably the best one to have, but I mean, it came with a cigarette lighter charger deal and two USB ports to charge your phone or whatever you're going to charge. And I like it and stuff, and I mean, it works really good. And what I done with that and the dash cam, instead of wiring them to the actual battery, I wired them to the tailplate light, so whenever I turn the bike on, it turns them on. So if I accidentally leave them on, it won't drain the battery, it'll automatically turn them off. And also too, I went and took the factory tires off because they were going bald, and I mean, I didn't want to risk that. But the tires that I got was these ones. I mean, I did order them off Amazon, and they come with the Monster logo onto them. There's the front ones, and I mean the back ones. Sorry about that. And there's the front tire with the Monster logo onto them. I did go and I took off the factory exhaust because, I know everyone will probably agree with me that the factory exhaust sounds horrible. So I went and ordered this aftermarket exhaust, which they told me and stuff that I was going to have to either weld it onto my bike or take a drill or something stuff and put a hole and stuff to make it to where it'll stay onto that tailpipe, which I did not want to do that. I mean, for one, I don't want to put holes in my bike. I don't know why anybody would want to put a hole into their bike whatsoever. And I didn't want to weld it because if I ever go to get a different bike, I mean, I want to take this exhaust off and put it onto the other bike. But I actually, because the factory deal, what actually came with the tailpipe was this little deal right here, this adapter, and these little springs and these little things right here, as you can see, like how with this, it hooks onto there, but you actually had to take these little things and weld them on there, which, like I said, I didn't want to do that because, you don't want to weld something that you're actually going to use for something else down the road. So I went and instead I got on Amazon. That's even the same place where I got a bunch of my stuff from, especially that's where I even got the exhaust from. So I ordered this right here, which is kind of like a universal deal that actually helps out better. And then I went to AutoZone and I got this deal right here that is for actual for exhaust and tailpipes for cars, for holding them up. And this part right here, I had to actually bend it to where it would go and make it to where I could keep it away from the tires. But I mean, that's what I done to that. And I mean, everyone has their own type of tailpipes that they like. I mean, I like this one because it's got two ends onto it. And I mean, I know it doesn't sound all big and bad or make the bike sound all fast or anything like that. But I mean, it's actually a good tailpipe. And also too, what else I done was I bought one of these, which when I go and I'm riding around, I get tired of having to hold the throttle. I mean, my hand gets tired. So I bought one of these to where it's kind of like a cruise control. All you gotta do is whenever you go to pull back, and take your thumb, stick right there, and it'll hold your speed. And if you ever want to stop or if you want to go shift down, just either pull back and go like that, or sometimes like the way that I do, I just go, sometimes since that actually the brake is what stops that, I just go and I gently start going forward with the actual throttle. And whenever it starts slowing down, then that's the way I do it. But I would suggest getting one of these, so if your hand ever does get tired of just holding the throttle, I just got this version. There's better versions out there, but this is what I could get at the time. And also, I went and, I know you should always put should use locks and everything, some locks and stuff onto your bike. I mean, I know some people probably they put wire alarm systems and everything on their bike, and they go and do all kinds of stuff. But instead of me wiring something in my bike, I mean, I ordered this off of Amazon, which, you know, it was a really good deal. And I mean, and let's give it a good little tap. And I know it's probably not the best alarm system, but you know, it's enough to get people's attention to where if someone's trying to steal your bike and load it up in the back of a truck or onto any type of trailer, that it would cause somebody to look over and have the people that's trying to take it to just either just drop it right there and forget about it, or to have actually more people report them, which, you know, I'm glad and stuff nobody's ever done nothing to my bike, but also too and stuff here, crank it up and stuff so y'all can hear the exhaust. And also, whenever the dash cameras are on, that's the front and that's the back, how they look. And that's what the cigarette lighter charger, the USB cigarette lighter charger, looks like when it's on. It's got a little blue light that's in there, and it's got right here these numbers showing you, you know, how your battery life is and everything on your bike. Which, you know, I like it, and mostly I leave it off unless I'm actually using it. But I mean, I like it a lot, but I mean, like I said and stuff, I like my bike a lot. I mean, I know people will probably say all kinds of things about the 300 because it's a beginner's bike, and I mean, it's good for beginners. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the fairings off because, you know, they're scratched to pieces. And I mean, I went and I ordered these new fairings and a tank cover, which, you know, I had to order the fairings different than the tank cover. I mean, I had to order them separately. But as you can see, I mean, that's some of the fairings. The rest are in the box. But as you can tell, there is no Kawasaki logo or Ninja logo on the tank cover, which, you know, I mean, I may or I may not put the sticker logos on there, but I mean, I know some YouTubers and some other vloggers will probably tell you and stuff, don't use Plasti Dip, but what I'm going to do for holidays, because I mean, I'm not going to get rid of the old fairings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, and for holidays, certain holidays actually, I'm going to actually take Plasti Dip to them and probably do them certain colors, like for Christmas, either do red and green or red and white, and for like St. Patrick's Day, probably do all green or green and black. And for like 4th of July, do red, white, and blue. But I mean, that's what I'm going to do with the old fairings. I mean, it's best to always keep the stuff that's onto it in reserve just in case something happens. But when I'm going to make a video of when I change the fairings out, when I change these ones, whenever I go to take them off and put the other ones on, and I'll do a before and after video. And when I do that and stuff, y'all can comment and let me know and stuff if y'all which ones y'all think looks better on the bike. And but also too, I mean, I'm not just gonna do moto vlog videos. I mean, like my YouTuber name stuff. The reason why I chose the YouTube name Mad Fox is because, my life is kind of like a comedy. Like, I've had all kinds of funny things happen in my life, and I've had all kinds of, like, crazy stuff, bad things happen in my life, but, that's the reason why the first deal, Mad, and Fox, because that's actually my last name is Fox. And the reason why I chose the number 13, because even though people say that's a bad number, you shouldn't want that or anything like that, well, on my dad's side of the family, from my grandfather to my dad, like, and even my aunts and uncles and cousins, like, I'm out of all of them stuff I've counted, and I'm number 13 in the family. But this is the thing about it and stuff. I mean, I know people will probably say things like, "Oh man, that's a horrible YouTube name," but you know what? I don't care because I like it. And you should never care what people say or think and stuff about you. It's what you want to do or what you want in your life. Like, for instance, everybody in a bunch of people in my family and stuff, didn't want me to get another motorcycle. They didn't want me to have nothing to do with motorcycles again. But I chose to, because that's what I like to do. That's what my dad always liked, was motorcycles. So, but like I said, I'm not just only going to do moto vlogs. I mean, I'm going to be doing funny story videos about my life and stuff, like the funny things that's happened in my life, some of the like crazy things that's happened in my life. And also too, I'm going to be doing videos on how to do stuff, like how to customize things, how to do things and stuff. Like, if you don't want to be out a whole lot of money on something, how to actually save and do it, go a different way. But I'm new to YouTube, and I'm no professional recorder or anything like that. I mean, right now I'm recording on my cell phone, and I'm just new to all this stuff. And I mean, I started my channel because, I actually wanted to do something and have a hobby to do. And a bunch of people that I see on YouTube like riding motorcycles and like sharing videos and everything about their life and everything. So thought I'd give it a try. But until next time, like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that notification bell and stuff, so when I do upload a video, that you'll actually get a notification letting you know. So, in the words of a ninja, sayonara.